What is up, guys? EVR Burnout here, back at it again with another video. And as you can see, we are here at the penultimate round at Donington Park, the full circuit. So this is not the national, this will be the full circuit. And first of all, I just want to apologise for not releasing the Snetterton race from last week. Generally because it was appalling and I did not want to release it. I found it it'll be pointless, so I kind of left it, but I still have the footage, so it'll probably be in maybe at the end of the season. I'll make a montage and I'll put it in there. But as you can see, we are P3 in Lobby A. Quite a good qualifying from us, but nowhere near the Ginettas of I think that's Kaido and Alex Reed. So we've got a bit of ground to make because these guys are going to be really quick. So we need to try and dispose of them. But as the lights go out, Alex Reed not really getting the reaction he wanted. So we're going to be up the inside into turn 1. Can we get past him? He's outbroke himself, and that's us into P2. And now we've got to catch up to Kaido, and that's going to be very hard because he's very quick, and that Ginetta looks super quick this race, so it's going to be very hard for us to get past him. So as you can see, we're catching up to him in this part of the track. The first sector mainly was when we was catching up, but not really through anywhere else, especially the hairpins at the end, the penultimate corner and the last, and you'll see that during the race. So as you can see, he's pulled away on the straight, and he's just had the exits that we didn't have, and I just couldn't keep up, and I found it really hard to be able to keep up with him. But yeah, it was very strange, and as you can see, look at his exits compared to us. We just really can't get to can't get the exits we want, so that makes it much more difficult to gain on him or even try and make a move, because he's going to be really on it at the exit. But at the end of lap 1 we are in P2, but as we skip to a later part of the race, you can see we've got Chard right behind us. We get a bit of oversteer on the exit, just really struggling in those corners. We go on the outside, he's a bit far back, we don't expect to move, but he dive bombs us. We're trying to turn to the corner, but he just doesn't get it stopped, and he hits us. And that's us gone, and he doesn't even wait to give us the position back, he just keeps on going. So, you know, we've just been taken out, and now we've got to catch up, so that's great. But anyways, we skip on, and I think Kaido has been in the pits, and Chard has just span it, and we are up into first place, which is good. And I think at this point, as you can see, we go into the pits just later on, and we go into the pits, and this is a mandatory stop. So as you can see, we're going to be super quick, and that is a 2.1 second pit stop. So hopefully we get out in front of Kaido, and from the looks of it, that will be the case, and it's going to be close actually. But as we go out the pits, if you look to the top right, he's only just appeared now, so we are in perspective, we are actually in first place. But yeah, as we skip on once again to later on, he's flashing us for no reason. He's doing it for laps on end. We give him the outside, and he's gone wide. We've got a cutback, but he's got the exit, and we're on the right hand side, and he just moves across us, and we've gone. I've tried to fix it, and I managed to not spin it and keep it the right way, but he just turned into us, and well, I hope he did get damaged, because that was not my fault, and luckily I didn't get damaged, but if I did, I would be very angry, which I didn't. But yeah, we skipped to the end of the race. We did manage to win. Nothing really happened. and yeah, I was super amazed, and I was really happy because it just really just made it worth it from last week, because last week was appalling, and to manage to win at the first race was really great. But as you can see, we've got us in first, THR Flex in second, great result from him. Chard at third, Torrent fourth, sorry. Aid fifth, Quattro sixth, and Alex Reed in seventh. Good result for Chard and Flex. They did really well actually. So yeah, GG to them. But yeah, hopefully we can continue the good luck into the second race. So as we are into the second race, just preparing for the start, and we are on pole, and we have to listen out for the go. And that's something I've been consistent with, something I've been really good with. My reactions are very good. Not trying to be cocky or anything, just honest that I've been very strong with my start. So hopefully we can continue with that from the rest of the season. So as we wait to go, and I think he says go at this point, and we got an amazing start. If you look in our rearview mirror, no one is touching us at this point, so we've easily just taken the normal racing line into turn one, and that's sorted really. So as we come down into the downhill section, as to say, and we get really tight, getting really close to the apex, and then going into the old hairpin, getting a really nice corner, no oversteer whatsoever, and that gives us a great exit into the next section. And you got to remember this, that the first lap is super tricky, because the tyres are not really up to temp, the brakes are not really up to temp, so you got to manage all this during the first lap, because if you push too hard, that's when you get the lockups, the spins, because the tyres and brakes are just not up for it. So you really have to manage them as best as possible. But just really not comfortable. I felt I didn't feel really comfortable to push, especially in these hairpins coming up now. Just on the exit, just could not do it. I've been all practice. I was trying to get good exits, trying to change the setup to work for it. Just really was not having it, and I tried to get the best as possible whilst trying to maximise potential in the rest of the circuit. But as you can see, by the end of lap 1, we are in first, and just trying to keep on that momentum. And Chard though catching up relatively, just really not comfortable, and we're trying to take it slow, not really rush, but I think mainly that was due to just not trying to make mistakes, and that was hard. That was really hard, because it's easy to make mistakes, especially at this track. Very tricky circuit, but just trying not to make a mistake is hard, because you think about it and then you do it. So we're just trying not to be smooth with the steering, and really just get the maximum out of the car, because Chard was on a charge, really. He was really quick actually in this race, and that really surprised me. It actually quite caught me off guard, because I really wasn't expecting it. I was expecting Aid to be quick, but I don't think he wasn't that quick this weekend, so that was quite surprising. But at the end of lap 2, as you see, oversteer, really big oversteer, and we are in first still, but not by much. But as you see, we're going on to probably the last lap, but as we go into the hairpin, Chard makes a rash dive bomb, and I've had to avoid it, and luckily we're side by side. But what can I do? Can I really do anything? And I've broke as late as possible, and he's dived again, trying to get a cut back, but I've got to really try, and somehow he's got a better exit by going around the outside. This doesn't really make sense to me, but he did it, and that was the end of that. But I've tried to push, and this is where I gained a lot, and as you see, we gained a lot, quite a bit, but we get a lot of oversteer, and this is the last lap, so this all counts, and I'm trying to go to the right, and go to the he stick to the left, but yeah, I just didn't really know where I could go because he kind of darting to the right a bit. But as we go into the next set of corners, we're trying to get a good exit, but we hit the gravel a bit, and that's not going to help us at all. And then as we go into the second right-hander, he's gone wide, and we're trying to get a good exit, but somehow we just haven't got the legs for it. And as you see, look to our left, he's just gaining on us, and that makes it super hard. And I've got to brake early, so he's cutting us off a bit, and trying to get a good exit here. Just really haven't got the I didn't want to try anything. I tried, but it didn't really work. But I knew at that point it was over, and that really enraged me, to be fair, because I led the whole race, and the guy ran out of fuel, so I was quite annoyed, to say the least. But GG's to the guy. He was really quick, so yeah, it was quite annoying. But yeah, what can you do? So you can see, Chard in first, me in second, Flex in third, Aid in fourth, Torrent in fifth, Adam Watson in sixth, and Quattro in seventh, and Kieran in eighth. And with the results we got, and including drop rounds, that puts us in the championship contention again. And we are currently, with drop rounds, we are 4 points behind Aid. And this is going into the last race, so it's all to play for. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. And obviously, I've talked to Aid, and we really want it to be fair, and you know, hopefully no one takes any of us out or helps us out. We just hope it's a straight fight. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. Really prepared. But all in all, it's just what will happen. As long as I do my best, I think that'll be good enough for me. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and please look out for the next round. It's gonna be exciting, and I'm very looking forward to it. And hopefully we'll come out on top. But yeah, I will speak to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.